Hey up, how are we all doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back. We've got a big night again, another big night of footy. Tonight, Wales. We're watching Wales. We was going to watch Scotland. Scotland v Denmark was the game I was gonna watch tonight. However, I do think that this is the better one. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you for why. To quote Nessa in Gavin and Stacey, I'll tell you for why. Because Scotland, if they lose tonight against Denmark, they still end up in the playoffs. There isn't a feasible way. Let me check this before I say it, but I'm pretty confident there isn't a feasible way that Scotland cannot be in the World Cup. They're in the playoffs as an absolute minimum, aren't they? They've already qualified for the playoffs, I believe, Scotland. Is that right, Key? Before you start saying fake information. Yes, no, it is right. I thought it was. I was questioning myself then. I don't know why. Scotland tonight, they need to win. They need to beat Denmark to qualify for the World Cup proper. However, if they draw or lose, then they are in the playoffs at the very least. For Wales, that's not quite the case. For Wales, they need to win to go above North Macedonia and into the playoffs. They can, in theory, get to the World Cup tonight, but it would involve Belgium losing to Liechtenstein, and Liechtenstein haven't picked up a point. They haven't scored a goal in World Cup qualifying, so I think it's pretty ambitious that Liechtenstein go to Belgium tonight and win. But as it stands, I'm pretty confident that Liechtenstein won't get anything against Belgium, and therefore Wales need to win tonight. They need to win. It's an absolutely massive game for Wales. They've got to win. There's nothing else that can get them to the World Cup. A win gets them at least to the playoffs, and it's massive that for Wales, isn't it? I think given the defensive holes we've seen from Wales in this qualifying, I think we are very, very likely to see both teams to score tonight. So if you're looking for odds, if you're looking for bets, if you're looking for something to put your money on tonight, I think over 2.5 is a pretty good goal. That's what I think anyway. I think Wales are going to... I'm backing Wales. I think Wales win. Wales have got 14 goals, but they've conceded 10 in the 7 games. North Macedonia, on the flip side, have got 12 goals, but they've only conceded 3. North Macedonia have actually got a much better defence than even Belgium, who are looking like they're going to coast to the World Cup. So, yeah, it's going to be a mad game. Dylan, how's it going? Callum, how's it going? Liverpool Forever, Josh, here early. How's it going? Where was the live yesterday? I should have done a live yesterday. My little girl, again, was pretty poorly. It feels like it's that time of year where everyone's getting a bit poorly. So I had to kibosh the live yesterday. Even though I said I wouldn't because we were done early. How are you? I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you? Good to see you. How is things? How are life? How are things? How is life? That should have been. Harry Wilson there. What a guy Harry Wilson is. Ex-Liverpool. That lad's obsessed with his headband there. Right, so 1 second. What are we up to? Divock Origi, is Ben Woodburn anywhere near the Wales team? I've not checked the lineups, but I would imagine no, probably not. I'd imagine he's still struggling to kind of make inroads at Salford, isn't he, Ben Woodburn? But I'm really rooting for Wales tonight. I like Ben Woodburn a lot. He's obviously I don't know if he still is Liverpool's youngest ever goal scorer, or if Engamoa overtook him against Newcastle. I can't remember. I think he did, didn't he? But tonight, here we go. I'll talk you through the teams. So in goal for Wales, it's Carl Darlow, it's Nico Williams on the right, it's Lawler, Rodon and De Silva completing the back four. It's Sheehan, Cullen and Wilson in midfield with Brooks, James and Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson as a centre forward tonight, or at least Brennan Johnson, maybe Dan James, and David Brooks kind of all rotating. It's going to be interesting to see how Wales approach this one. For North Macedonia, it's Stoller, Dimitrevski in goal, Ashkovsky, Zashkov, Velkovsky and Ilievsky at the back. Stoshevsky, Aimi, Ennis Bardi and Kostadinov in midfield. And then up front, it's Miovski of Rangers and Elif Elmas of Napoli. So there's still some quality there, I feel like, in North Macedonia's team. Reese came in to like the stream, but watching Scotland, thought you would be too. Tut, hope you're well. But would be nice to have 3 British teams flying over Bond next summer. Yes, good lad, Reese. Do you know what? I just think Scotland's not going to be as good of a game as this one. I don't know why. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before many times. But I feel like North Macedonia's defence... North Macedonia have to get at least a point tonight, don't they? They need a point to go through to the playoffs. Wales have to win. It's very much a... it's do or die for Wales, whereas Scotland, I feel like Scotland can lose and they'll be relatively content, can't they? Scotland lose and, they'll just shrug their shoulders and say, well, at least we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. But Wales can't do that. Wales draw tonight and they are out. They have missed the World Cup boat. Dan Barker, I've been in bed today. I've been sick. Oh no, not good. Joseph Vickers, what else do you stream on, mate? Sorry, I stream on YouTube. I stream on Twitch. I used to stream on X, but then for whatever reason my live got took down. I don't know why. I assume it's maybe something to do with the fact that I've got Carlsberg behind me. I don't know if that was them seeing that you're promoting alcohol. I don't know why it was. But my live on X got taken down and my account got suspended for that reason. So I completely stopped streaming on X. So now I just stream on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. And that's it, really. Yeah. Evan, what's the score in the Wales match? It hasn't kicked off yet, Evan. We're very close to kicking off, though. Joe, you've always got to bring Liverpool into it, don't you? Oh, you're so bitter, Joe. You're so bitter. Damien Fitzgerald, does this match do anything for Ireland? Not quite, no. And Michael says, really disappointed that Brooks is playing over Sorbs Thomas. Well, I thought Brooks... Brooks has not had a bad season for Bournemouth, but I agree maybe... Yeah, there's a few other options, certainly for Wales. Divock Origi says, Brennan Johnson, no good in my opinion. And Joe says, is Pandev playing? No, Pandev is not playing. No, Goran Pandev. Remember him? What a player he was. John Zena, who is the greatest manager of all time? Bob Paisley. Or Bill Shankly. Bill Shankly purely because Sir Alex Ferguson had a picture of Bill Shankly up on his wall in his office. That was his icon. So the icon's icon... I'm going to go Bill Shankly. He built Liverpool, didn't he, Bill Shankly? So I've got to go Bill Shankly. Evan, I think I'm wearing a jersey behind yours. Nice. Which one? Will, the most famous thing that's come from North Macedonia was Alexander the Great, not Miovski. Alexander the Great, yeah. Alexander the Great's chief eunuch. That's Arnold J. Rimmer, by the way, in Red Dwarf. Just in case there's any dwarfers in the chat. Leatherface, you interested in buying old 1990s kits? I'm not, mate. No, thank you though. I appreciate it. I'm not looking to purchase, nor am I looking to sell. Many people do seem to say that as well. Leatherface, we've done that one, sorry. Divock Origi, do you think Liverpool will come good soon? I think so, yeah. I don't still see why not. I tell you what, there's 5 North Macedonia players on yellow cards, so there's a bloody good chance that they will have at least one player missing in the playoff round. MC, the result of this match impacts Ireland's seeding in the playoffs, so does it really? See, I didn't know that. Well... there you go. Wales could affect Ireland. Hopefully Wales win. I'm really rooting for Wales tonight. John says, wasn't Alexander the Great Greek? Yeah, he got about a bit. I think his dad got about a bit as well. But no, I do believe he was from Macedonia, or at least legend has it. FM No Casuals, I got it, mate. Nice. I'm glad someone did. And Evan, yeah, if Wales lose, Ireland get pot 2. John, do a Welsh accent. I can't do a Welsh accent because then people will say I'm trying to be Simon Wilson, isn't it? The travel guy. Apparently I look like Simon Wilson, sound like Simon Wilson, even though I'm based nowhere. I've never been... Well, that's a total lie. That is an absolute lie. What I was about to say then. I've never been to Wales. I've been to Wales loads, but not enough to acquire an accent. I wasn't born anywhere near Wales. I've not been Wales enough to get anywhere close to an accent. But yeah, allegedly I'm Simon Wilson. Evan, I was at the Liverpool v Madrid match a few weeks back. Nice. And how did you find it? It was a good game, wasn't it? Very good game. Simon Wilson, the Spurs fan. He's a Liverpool fan, isn't he? I thought he was a Liverpool fan. John Zena, technically yes, but that logic, we will be here all night. Oh, he was. Was he actually Greek in the end? All right, there you go. MC, yes, Simon Wilson, knew you reminded me of someone. He's a Liverpool fan. I get that one a lot. I get Simon Wilson. I mean, I get a fair few others that are a little bit less pleasant. Simon Wilson, Gru, Penguin. Yeah. I don't know, a fair few of them. I did get a funny one, which was brilliant. Yeah, Peter K is right. Peter K. Peter. What was the other one? If you've ever looked, have a look at Google if you can. Google an MP called Ruth Davidson. Apparently, I look like Ruth Davidson. I got that quite a bit as well. Harry Maguire. Don't like Harry Maguire. Not when my head's nowhere near big enough for Harry Maguire. El slabhead. Right, here we go. We're very near to kick off. Come on, Wales. Let's go. I don't know what the Welsh is for come on, Wales, but Forza Cymru. Alley, Wales. Right, what are we on? 12 seconds. 13. There you go. Right, we're all synced up. We are all synced up. Hopefully, you're all good on YouTube, wherever you might be. FM No Casual, Simon Wilson's accent with a George Whitebread brain. George Stanley Whitebread. Plain speaking, I say what I like, but I like what I bloody well say. Yup, son, you'll never play for Yorkshire. Will, I can see Ruth Davidson in UK. Ah, yeah. I thought you might. Shit out. No offence. Oh, My Little Pony. Ding, ding, ding. Anyone at home? I don't think so. Oh, I've got 2 words to say to that. So what? My mate's going watching the Harry Enfield tour early next year. And I wouldn't have minded going, to be honest. Kieran, Dragonheart Wales, Cymru and Biff. Biff? Is it Biff? No idea. Good to see you though, Kieran. How's it going? Evan, come on, North Macedonia because I'm Irish. Wales, chance! Oh, just over the bar. Early chance. Very early chance. Unlucky. Bellamy's happy with that. And it was Brooks, the player who people said in the chat straight away, we don't want him starting. We should have started Sorbs over him, but no. Ball comes in, it falls nicely for Brooks and left-footed. Unlucky, just over the bar, that. Wilson probably should have took a slightly better touch, but that's all right. William Ulsterman. I should decide whether it's nice to meet you, Mrs. Banfield. Oh, I can do Harry Enfield impressions all night. All night. Joe Sorbs. Sorba Thomas. Sorbs. That's what they call him, innit? Sorbs. Ryan, I like David Brooks. I don't mind him. I like him too. I think you've got to take into account the fact that the guy's come back from a pretty horrendous, distressing moment in his life, and he's managed to get back and become a fully fledged international again. Oh, this is great play from Wales down the right-hand side. Big chance for Dan James. Good ball in. Oh, unlucky. It's gone behind. Corner. North Macedonia having to defend very, very deep. It's a fast start from Wales. Considerably richer than you. Excuse me, sports. The wife and I were just noticing. Couldn't help but notice that we happen to be considerably richer than you. MC, you like cheddar cheese and pineapple on a stick? These are crocodile tears you be crying. United forever, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be at this all night. Problem is, we'll get loads of people arriving in the chat and just be like, what is this guy on about? Scotland 1 up, nice. Go on the Scots. 1-0 to Belgium as well, says MT. 1-0 to Belgium. We expected that. I imagine that one could be 10-0 by the end of tonight, to be honest. But Scotland 1-0 up. Hey, and San Marino are beating Romania in Romania, would you believe? San Marino with a goal. How many goals have they even scored in qualifying? 2. There you go. That's the second goal. The second goal that San Marino have scored in qualifying, and that really doesn't affect that qualifying group in any way, shape or form, because Romania can't qualify and can't get in the playoffs, so it doesn't make any difference at all. The group stays the same no matter what the scores tonight in that particular group. Evan, do you have an Istanbul 2005 jersey behind you? No, not behind me, but I do have that top. Joe, do the Alan Partridge apple pie fight in the garage. Lynn, hand me the apple pie and remove yourself from the theatre of conflict. The temperature inside this Bramley apple turnover is... what? I don't even know what it is. If I squeeze it, a jet of molten Bramley apple will come out. Could go your way, could go mine. Either way, one of us is going down. Yeah. Partridge, Harry Enfield. It's all good. Joe, you don't get this on Sky Sports. Well, only bad impressions on Sky Sports. We have seen pretty bad impressions on Sky Sports. Not to that quality, I would argue. And not that diverse either. We've just jumped from Red Dwarf to Harry Enfield to Alan Partridge. I feel like we've moved around a little bit there. You very rarely see Arnold Rimmer references alongside talking about, Alexander the Great and whether he was North Macedonian or whether he was Greek. And then quickly followed up with an impression of William Ulsterman and, ended on an Alan Partridge reference. So I just feel like we've already nailed the niche. We've nailed the niche, haven't we, in this channel? That's what we're about. Evan, I'm wording mine right now. I have Xabi Alonso on the back. And Dan, I'm watching Wales match 2. Thomas, Key's the name, mate. But I'll take Thomas. I'll take it. Alex Macklin says, what are we saying, Alex? Oh, Jimmy P, have you seen the McTominay goal? I haven't, mate, no. I haven't. I've decided yet again, it might well be that I've done it again. I thought that the Wales game would be better. I thought Wales, because North Macedonia just need a point. Wales desperately need to win. Scotland, it doesn't really matter with Scotland. They need to win, obviously, to go through. But they can, if they draw or lose, they'll still be in the playoffs. It's less like jeopardy, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Wales have to win. Anything less than a win, they are screwed. They're out. Scotland, they've kind of got a bit of a safety net, haven't they? Bit of a safety net with Scotland. But apparently a very good goal from Scott McTominay. Overhead kick, unbelievable. Troy Parrott, baby. Griffo97, Mr. Cracking Scotland goal. Love it. D28, even San Marino winning. Yes. San Marino beating Romania. That's another thing I got. Oh, thank you, whoever just sent me a gift. Thank you, whoever that was. Liam, cheers. Good to see you, Liam. How's things, mate? Yeah, that's another thing I got banned for the other week. Now now I can't drink out of glasses that have any sort of branding on them, because I got done for consuming alcoholic beverages, which is absolutely not the case. But do you know what? Again, I should have really fought back on that one, because there's a fella on TikTok who literally does just sit there and sinks cans all day. Fair play to him, but it's not me. But he doesn't get banned. What we saying, Liam? I'm all right. Cheers, man. Yourself? I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm very, very good. I am feeling incredibly positive today. I'm in a really good mood. Even though I've got a bit of a headache, I'm in a very, very good mood. Because I have just created a Premier League Dad brand pack. Which I know might not mean an awful lot. Joe, that's you on your second account, don't lie, pal. Joking, hands are free. Hand-free kit. Oh, you're talking about, oh, sorry, the drinking. Ah, I see. I thought you were saying it was me putting stuff in the chat. No. Yeah, no, I was just talking broken biscuits, ignore me. Yeah, no, I've created a Premier League Dad media kit, or a brand pack. I didn't even know that I needed one of those, but apparently if you want to get sponsors, you do. So I spent a couple of days putting one together, and I should have a new sponsor on the channel to announce very soon, which is good. D28, Tunisia beating Brazil in a friendly match at the moment. I am so glad I avoided that one, because they were nailed on to beat Tunisia today. Never back a friendly. Never ever back friendlies. Alex says Isaac on the bench again, and Joe, not so really surprising, he's shite. Listen to him. I think the reason they've put him on the bench is honestly because Liverpool have consulted with Sweden and said, listen, be very delicate with him. You're already out. You're already out of the World Cup. He ain't going to save you. So, if you don't, please don't kibosh our season and mess it up for him by throwing him into an absolutely needless game. It's basically a friendly, that Sweden game now, isn't it? Alex, Newcastle fans getting on my nerves. Why? Why? Don't let them get on your nerves. Don't let them get on your nerves. They're alright, aren't they? Good lads. They're all like us. MC, open a bank account with Northern Bank and get a free packet of lard. Lucky we had all that coffee. Oh, fancy another. Jimmy, do you think Italy qualify for the World Cup? Do you know what? I hope not. I really hope not. And I like Italy. I love Italy as a country. Love Italian football. Very much a big fan of Serie A. However, I like the underdogs and I like variety. So for me, I would much prefer to see a North Macedonia in the World Cup, or, a Wales in the World Cup than an Italy. So I'd rather not, but do I think they will? Probably. Yeah, there's still a good side, aren't they, Italy? They just haven't had it right in the last 10 plus years. Back to back not qualifying for World Cups is unforgivable. Wales free kick, ball in, chance. Oh, nearly unlucky. It's gone. Is he going to get a corner out of that? No. Blake, Harry Wilson in the deep lying Mazzala role tonight. Fair play, Bellamy. Didn't know he had that in him. Listen to you again, Mazzala. MT, Sweden is not out, are they? They go through thanks to Nations League. Do they? No, surely they're out. They're already out, aren't they? Oh, sorry. They're into the playoffs. They're into the playoffs, yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't even know that. There you go. You've taught me something new. I didn't know that at all. Sweden have confirmed their spot in the World Cup playoffs despite a terrible qualifying campaign. Yeah, because of the Nations League performance, they go into the playoffs. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, well, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. Isak could still go to the World Cup. Oh, Wales in down the left-hand side here. Romania back on level terms against San Marino, for people who was just saying it. Joe, I can see us beating City on Saturday. St. James under the lights. I'm looking forward to that one. We're going to do that game on here. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully Newcastle win and Spurs win. That's what I'm rooting for this weekend. Mad Pup says, what was that you said the other day? Balls to Scotland. I've just seen what could be one of the best Scotland goals ever. Oh, bugger. No, do you know what? It's nothing to do. I like Scotland. I reckon, do you know what? I reckon I feel more Scottish than I do English at times. Even though I haven't really got any Scottish heritage. I think I've got a bit of Irish heritage somewhere. I might even have a bit of Welsh. But I definitely identify more with the underdogs. So I would have liked to watch Scotland, but no, we're sticking with Wales. Bosnia 1-0 up. Reese, I've just got here, and Key already wants Spurs to win. Ah, listen him. G. Lawrence, how is Scotland getting on, Key? I don't know, mate. I've no idea. Madders, hi, I saw you on Prime Premier League Live. Good to... Yeah, Madders, thank you. I appreciate that, mate. I saw you'd commented in there as well. To be honest, that guy talks some shite, you know. He talks some shite, him. He really does. Pup, a comment like that deserves a like. There he is. Good lad. Good to see you again, mate, as always. Yeah, he does talk some absolute balls in. That Palace guy's an absolute weapon. Do you know what it is? I can understand, and I hope I never come across this way. Maybe I have at times. If I have, I've certainly not meant to. It's the talking down to people like the stupid. And maybe it's just a natural thing. It's just a natural thing that people have. I don't know. Some people are just wired like that. There's not that level of, I guess, humility. I've never once seen the guy say he was wrong. Christ, I get stuff wrong every 5 minutes on here. But there's always this like real intense arrogance about what he's saying. That's why if I ever do clock onto one of his lives, I just like going in and saying that's definitely not the case. I said to him last week, VAR do check every goal. And he's like, no they don't. Maybe if you learned, maybe if you watched a bit of football. And when was you born? And I was like, I'm 35. And he was like, oh well, you probably don't remember. Penalty Wales! Yes, it's a penalty to Wales! Oh, get in there! Yes, I love it. 71, he blocked me, he gets rattled so easily. Oh, see, do you know what he did with me? I don't want to do too much because I want to talk about this. It was defo a penalty. But yeah, do you know what he did with me? He literally, he said, come on then, come on to the... Oh, do you know what? That's not a pen. That is not a pen. He trips himself up. He might get a VAR on this one. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I feel a bit Gary Neville here. Oh, I want Wales to get the pen. I really want it, but it does look soft. It does look questionable. Stola Dimitrievski is not happy in the Macedonia goal. He's screaming at the ref. The ref saying, oh, the ref's about to book him. He is going to book him. It's a yellow card for Dimitrievski for protesting, complaining. But I think it is going to be a penalty to Wales, and this is massive. This is huge for Wales. Come on. WBA Styles, are you from Liverpool? I'm not, mate. I'm from a little place called St Helens, just outside Liverpool. I was born in Wiston, which is an L postcode, but no, I was born in, grew up in St Helens. So that's where I'm originally from anyway. Harry Wilson penalty. Come on, Wales. Stick it away. Wales going to the World Cup. Yes, Harry Wilson. Ex-Liverpool, Harry Wilson. What an absolutely wonderful penalty, and it's probably just, I'll be honest, based on the first 17 minutes here, it probably is much deserved that. Wales are definitely the better of the two sides, and it's a huge goal that now. Wales need to now hang on. Well, I say hang on. Do you know what? Go and get a second. I hope Craig Bellamy does take that approach. I'm rooting for Wales here. I want them to take that approach of, let's go and get a second. Don't sit off. Go and get a second. I hate that mentality. Go and get a second, kill the game off. The last thing you want to do is be hanging on to a 1-0 lead. And then a Macedonia goal changes everything again, doesn't it? So you've got to go and get the second. Let's just watch this back. Oh, he does knock him. Oh, it's so slight. I feel quite sorry for North Macedonia, in fairness. I feel quite sorry for him. Right, here we go. There you go, 1-0. Sorry, yeah. Prime Premier League was telling me Wharton will stay at least 3 years. Yeah, no, I can't see it. Can't see it. WBA Styles, who are Wales playing? North Macedonia, mate. Just right up here. 71 Arsenal mentality. What game are you watching? Hey, look at the glasses. Look at the gigs on that. Fantastic. Wharton to LFC. I don't think Wharton fits Liverpool. No, he's not got the engine for Liverpool. I'd love him to. I really would love him to, but it would require a big change in system. I don't think Wharton comes. I feel like he's not got the legs. Have you seen Gabriel's injured? I have, mate, yes. I have. Potentially 2 months out. 2 months. That could massively derail the title race, couldn't it? Or massively influence the title race. Maybe it doesn't derail it, but it certainly influences it in a big, big way. MT, problem is that Macedonia plays a low block, making it less good to watch, and Sweden... we've done that one, sorry. Ollie Marley, are you doing Newcastle v City on Saturday? I am, yes. I'm doing Burnley against Chelsea early, and then I'm doing Newcastle City in the late game. I might even do one of the 3 PMs, I'm not sure yet. Blake Griffin, Craig Bellamy impressing me as a coach. Oh, Christ, what's that? St. Galaxy. Galaxy ×1. Isn't that like a big deal? Paul, I don't want to seem like not appreciative, mate. You know I mega appreciate all the gifts, and I really do. Chance! It's 2! Oh, it's 2! It's Brooks! It's 2! That's unbelievable! That is absolutely unbelievable. It's 2-0 to Wales. 2-0. Get in there. David Brooks with the goal. And it's 2-0. And that's a massive, massive one, that one. That's a huge gift. See, I was going to say, honestly, Paul, I really appreciate it, mate. But when I saw it, I've heard that that's like a big thing before. But I genuinely have no idea what gifts are good and which ones are bad. I just tend to look at them and go, oh, he sent me glasses. That's really good. Could be big, could be small. I don't care. I appreciate them all massively. So, but whatever that is, I don't know what that is. Thank you. Really, really do appreciate it. 2-0 to Wales. Unbelievable. Michael, maybe I was wrong about Brooks starting. I was hoping you'd come back in. Yes. David Brooks. What a start. What a start for Wales. 2-0. This is cracking. This is brilliant. I like that Wales kit as well. Liam Manning, Doak off for McLean for Scotland. It's Luke, says Key celebrating like he's got a bet on it. Just a little one. Just a little slither. Reese, Galaxy again, Paul, for the key ultras. Paul's an absolute legend. Listen, Paul, aside from the gifts, Paul's a top guy. He's a lovely, lovely fella. Oh, North Macedonia are in now. Could be 2-1. It is 2-1. Oh my God, it's all starting to go off here. It's Miovski. It's Rangers centre forward Miovski, and all of a sudden we've got goals in this game. I said over 2.5 was the way to bet tonight, and that is exactly what it's looking like it's going to be. What a fast start. Oh, it's 2-1. Is he onside? I think he is, you know. It's a lovely pass through the middle. He's miles on. Miovski holds his line well. It's a great pass. And I tell you what, Wales' defence just part like the Red Sea. And not only that, who's the goalie? Oh, the goalie's had a shocker. Darlow, he slips. Oh, slippy Darlow in goal. Oh, no. Yeah, he just passes it into the net in the end. Darlow slips. That's a massive... And you can't really say it's an error. Maybe it's a wet night and, you know, maybe he's lost his footing. That's a real shame. And, yeah, Wales 2, North Macedonia 1. Game on, 25 minutes in. Michael, what's Darlow doing there? Jimmy, if Wales win, do they go through? Wales need to win. A draw is no good to Wales. A defeat, obviously, is absolutely no good to Wales. A win is... They have to win. They absolutely have to win. So, 2-0 up. It looked really positive. Now, I don't know. Might be a problem. Blake Griffin, Mr. Carl Darlow showing his Newcastle form. And Reece saw a TikTok of someone saying Brennan Johnson should start over Saka for England. That's a fair comment, isn't it? Pup says, Ben Doak picks up an injury. Tried to stand up and back down. Looks like he's having a wee greet. Oh, it's a shame, you know. I like Ben Doak. It's a real shame. He's a lovely player. When he gets going, when he's got, you know, a bit of form behind him, I think he'd be a fantastic player. It's just not quite worked out for him at Bournemouth yet. Michael, classic Wales, always making it harder than it should be. In 71, Brazil losing to Tunisia. Yeah. Carlo Ancelotti said earlier today that Casemiro is Brazil's most important player. I wonder if he's starting against Tunisia. That might explain why they're losing. Let's have a look. World friendly, international, Brazil. What's going on? Brazil, Tunisia. Yeah, 1-0 down. What's the lineups in that one? Casemiro is playing. Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, Estevao, Vinicius, Rodrigo and Cunha. With Marquinhos, Eder Militao. I tell you what. If you thought all of them were playing, you wouldn't have Tunisia to beat them, would you? Chance for Wales. Again, it's getting so close. And that's a corner. North Macedonia at 6s and 7s at the back. 6-7. What's that one? Fist bump. Yes, Paul. Love it. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, Paul. Reece, opinions on microwaves, key. My opinions on microwaves? I don't know, you know. Gorgini says both teams will advance, one through second place and the other through Nations League positioning. Is that true? Nations League positioning? Don't say that. I thought they needed to win Wales. Chance! That Nations League's shite, innit? That's annoying. DC, who is Brazil's keeper? Bento. Bento's the keeper for Brazil. And MC, would you be more passionate about Liverpool or England? Liverpool. I'm not passionate at all about England. Liam, cheers for that key. My son loved that 6-7. I don't still have no idea what it means, but I said that the defence was at 6s and 7s. I couldn't really not say it. Chance. Nearly 3-1. And now North Macedonia on the counter. Harry Wilson all the way back. Well done. Come on, Darlow, don't slip again. We need to change your studs. Reece, Kia may have to unfollow if you say 6-7 again. I don't even know if I did it right. I have no idea what does it go or where's it from. I don't know. I just know it's a thing. And purely because me missus is selling 6-7 pyjamas at the minute or something. There's some viral pyjamas that have come onto her TikTok and she got them sent to her the other day. She was like, here, do you think we'd need these? And I was like, I don't even know what it is. But she's selling them anyway. Delta Force, San Marino doing well. Yeah, 1-1 against Romania, albeit it's a dead rubber, isn't it? There's nothing can really happen in that one. Blake, Nations League and Club World Cup have significance towards the Ballon d'Or. I mean, anything really has significance towards the Ballon d'Or, apart from seemingly goals and assists in the Premier League. Hence why Mo Salah is like bottom half in the rankings. Apparently you can break the record and off you go. DC, I think it has something to do with a basketball player. No, again, mate, I honestly couldn't tell you. You could tell me it has to do with anything, I'd probably believe you. I don't know. Jimmy P comedy, Mrs. selling Chinese tat. Hey, it's going though. It is. She's shifting it, and it's not actually all bad. You know, I've got a new mic because people keep complaining about the quality of my audio on TikTok. I've got a brand new mic. Didn't cost me a dime, that. Straight from TikTok. Absolutely unbelievable. Reece, San Marino for the World Cup. 71. If Belgium lose, then Wales will qualify. Yeah, but they're already 1-0 up against Liechtenstein. What was we saying? Oh, Brazil have equalised, by the way. Brazil 1, Tunisia 1. Who is it who scored it? Please don't be Casemiro. Oh, it's Estevao. Estevao with a penalty. And now, I think Romania have just gone back in front against San Marino. $11. How did you get an animated PFP? I didn't get an animated PFP. Yeah, not as far as my were. If I have, I've not done anything special. 71, he's going to be brilliant, isn't he? Sadly, yeah, probably. Wales chance, cleared away. Oh, it's all so scrappy in that area there. Wales are playing really well. Half an hour in, this is a much better game than I thought it would be. I thought we would see something, you know, maybe a tight game, given the fact that North Macedonia will want to secure the playoffs. MC, do you care if England win the World Cup? No. Not at all. I've said this before, and I know it sounds how it sounds. I'm not saying it for effect. If you offered me now Liverpool to win the League Cup or England to win the World Cup, it would be Liverpool winning the League Cup. That is the degree to which I prefer England over Liverpool. Oh, North Macedonia in down the left-hand side. If you get the ball in here, they might get a chance to make it 2-2. Cleared away. Good play. Samoa Bob, how's it going? Cheers, Key. Not watching the Scotland game. I'm not, mate. No, I preferred this one. I thought this would be the better game. And so far, we've had 3 goals, and I feel like North Macedonia are coming back into this a little bit. 71, we love the energy drink cup. Up the mags. Honestly, the only reason, if England, I don't necessarily want England to not win the World Cup. Like, I don't hate England. I'm not like a self-loathing Englishman or anything like that. I just don't really care. Like, if England were to win it, I'd just be made up for the people who do care. Do you know what I mean? Like, my mate's a Huddersfield Town fan, and he loves England. Like, loves everything about England. Follows him, like, ardently. Will watch every England game that's on. It's like a big night for him when England are on. So he'd be made up, obviously. If England won the World Cup, he'd love it. So I'd be made up for him, but I wouldn't really care either way. Jimmy P, I think you chose the right game. And Alex says Estevao will be off to Real Madrid or Barca soon. I hope so, because Chelsea have got him and they've got Quenda next year. That's some wide players, that. And then they've got Garnacho and they've got Palmer and Neto, and that's an embarrassment of riches for Chelsea to choose from. I feel like if you're not winning the league with those sort of options, then Enzo Maresca will be for the high jump, won't he? MC, are other areas like that uninterested in England? Newcastle, for example. I think the Northwest is a hot spot for it. And when I say the Northwest, I mean I'm concentrated particularly around... Do you know what it is? It's mining. It's mining, old coal and mining cities and towns. Old industrial towns, basically, in the north. That's where you find the anti-English sentiment, or just the general apathy towards the English national team, purely because they got turned on. So yeah, we don't get teary-eyed at the royal family in the same way that people down south do, because we feel like the royal family didn't give a toss about us. Delta 4 says, Scholes says England can win the World Cup. We keep the ball all day long, he said. We do against teams that are the equivalent of championship sides. Yeah, this is why it's not that impressive, isn't it, with England? What, I mean, we've played, 8 qualifying games, haven't conceded a goal, but we're playing crap for the most part. You know, yeah, maybe it's impressive. It's an impressive feat not to have conceded a single goal and won all of them, but still don't think it puts us in good stead to actually win the tournament. Belgium 2, Liechtenstein 0. The automatic hopes for both of these sides fading rapidly in that one. Samoa Bob says Key would rather see Liverpool win a meaningless summer-friendly tournament than England win the World Cup. I won't go that far, but not too far. Enciso as well, yeah. I think Enciso's more of a strategic signing to... Probably they'll sell him for more than they bought him for, but I don't think he plays for Chelsea in the end. Chelsea do a lot of business like that, don't they? They sign players with the intention of making a profit rather than necessarily you'll be in our first team. Chelsea will just end up with about 50 players out on loan and they'll make a profit on them. That's what Chelsea are brilliant at, selling players. What are we saying? 1 second, I'm missing loads of text there. What team do you support? Is it Liverpool? Have a guess. Alex Macklin, Man United don't like England. Yeah, United fans are a bit hit and miss with England as well. Most Northerners are. Oh, brilliant chance. Wales off the post. Oh, Harry Wilson. Was it Harry Wilson? It was Nico Williams. I thought it was Harry Wilson. No, another ex-Liverpool player breaking into the box there. Nico Williams, right-footed, off the post, unlucky. Empty, just loan and long contracts with lower wages. Yeah, that's it, innit? That's it. And they sell them on for good money. And, you look at like Andre Santos. They could shift Andre Santos for 30, 40 million quid. Like, it's a decent signing, isn't it? They'll probably end up doing the same with a number of players like that haven't played an awful lot of football for the first team. Samoa Bob met a guy from Brighton once who couldn't care less about England. And Joe, I'm not interested in England either way. I'd be more happy if Scotland or Ireland won. And 71, most of us Newcastle fans love watching England in tournaments, but definitely more passionate. Samoa Bob, when I met in Brighton, were in the Championship. Lovely. Jimmy P, also need to play games all over the UK. I agree. Yes, you've got to play games. That's the best thing England could do. The FA would make a massive loss on Wembley, because that's the whole reason we play all these friendlies at Wembley, is to try and recoup some of the money that England spent on that, the FA spent on that massive stadium. Whereas, that's a great save from Dimitrievski. That's an absolute... I thought they'd just hit the post, but that is an absolutely outrageous save from Dimitrievski to keep Macedonia in this one. MC, Sheffield United fans would be bothered with England or actively dislike. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I guess it varies from... Oh my God, what a goal! Brennan Johnson, you absolute animal. What a strike that is. Oh, this is incredible. Cuts in from the right-hand side. They just don't really seem to close him down. He's on his right foot and smashes it in the top corner from about 25 yards out. Oh, that's some strike. That is absolutely incredible. Brennan Johnson cuts inside the fullback, just outside the box. Does it take a slight deflection, maybe? Just maybe takes a nick off the defender. Let's see. We'll see here. Oh, it does. It does. And the keeper gets a slight touch, but you can't take that away from him. It's a really, really slight nick off the defender that just takes it out of the grasp of the keeper there. What an absolutely wonderful goal that is. Wales 3, North Macedonia 1, and they're back in charge again, Wales. 38 minutes on the clock. Who said I chose the wrong game? MC, I bet you'll jump on the bandwagon belting out God Save the King on TikTok if they get near the final. I absolutely assure you that I won't. I'll be far more likely to be sat there with my Spanish scarf on. That might, I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I'd do it either. That would probably get a little bit of rage bait though, wouldn't it? You'd probably get a load of people clicking on. Oh no, North Macedonia again, nearly. They could have got back to 3-2 there. Wales' defence are all over the place tonight. What is going on with Rodon at the back? He's having an absolute nightmare. It just gets lost in the lights. Oh, and Nico Williams. To be honest, all the Wales players, particularly the defence and the goalkeeper, they're all falling all over the place. They need to change the studs at half-time, these. Nate, New Zealand is winning the World Cup 2026. And Blake, the FA repaid the final bit of Wembley Stadium debt last year. It's mad that though, isn't it? How long it's been going for. It's like 20 years that now. It's taken them to pay off that Wembley debt. And they'll still keep it going, won't they? The concerts and we've got to play every game there. Not just every game, but let's play the FA Cup semi-finals there as well. Let's play the Championship. Everything. It was so mad. They used to have. I personally thought it was better if it was the FA Cup semi-final, Liverpool against, I don't know, Arsenal would be played at St James's Park or at Villa Park. I'd love that. That was fantastic. You want them played at a different location. Liverpool-Chelsea at Old Trafford was a great FA Cup semi-final. And they should do the same with England. England should go to Everton's new stadium. They should go and play at Tottenham's. Take them all over the country. Thanos, why do you support Liverpool? Are you from there? Because my dad supported Liverpool and went to pretty much every game since 1972. So I was always going to support Liverpool, and I was born just outside. Yeah. Albeit still with a Liverpool postcode. Still with an L postcode, so yeah. What are we saying? Sorry, Jimmy takes the joy out of getting to Wembley. It does, doesn't it? It makes it feel less prestigious. Let's hear Mr. McTominay scoring a bicycle kick. Normal, eh? He's just that player now, isn't he? He's unbelievable, Scott McTominay. Blake, yep, cost them $727 million to build it, partly funded from the National Lottery. Really? I didn't know that. That is surprising. See, isn't the National Lottery... This could have changed, but my understanding is the National Lottery got sold to Canada. I'm sure it got sold to Canada. And the UK National Lottery is effectively owned by the Canadians or a Canadian company or maybe the Canadian government. I don't know. I'm sure that might be one of them spurious facts. Might need a bit of a fact check on that one. Jimmy, Wembley should be a massive day out. I mean, it still is, isn't it? Have you seen the price of a pint and a pie there, or a pint and a hot dog? Got to remortgage your house, forget all them. And it's junk. Oh, it's going to be a free kick. Free kick. Empty, I was wrong, key. Willem, can you show FC Midtjylland Rom? I want to watch FC Midtjylland, yes, in the Europa League. I think that's going to be the plan, Willem, to watch Midtjylland at some point again in Europe, because they were fantastic against Hibernian, weren't they? They were absolutely fantastic against Nottingham Forest as well. Jimmy, I've been there for the Euros 2020 final. You was there for that? Wow. See, I can't say I've ever been to a major international game. I'd love to have got... Well, that's not true. I've been to one at Old Trafford. Chance! Oh, good save from Darlow. Cheeky free kick from North Macedonia. They were eyeing that one up to be a cross into the box, and Ennis Bardi, the captain, whips it in right-footed, near post. A little bit like that one. Do you remember Fabio Aurelio's free kick for Liverpool against Chelsea in the Champions League? Kind of gives Petr Cech the eyes as if he's going to put it in the box, and then he whips it in near post. Absolutely unbelievable. Another goal for Doku. Belgium now 3-0 up. Lisha, another fun fact for you. Wembley Stadium has over 2,600 toilets. That was a little bit Alan Partridge, that. LUFCJ, Leeds fan here, and I hope Wales qualify. Nice. Well, good to see you, Jay. Thank you. Give us a follow. Give us a follow if you're new around here. Thank you for everyone that's liked, that's followed, that's shared and commented and all that good stuff. It massively helps. If you haven't yet, please do get over to YouTube. Give us a follow and a subscribe on YouTube as well. Race to 10k. I'm not even 12 months into the channel, but I'm trying to get to 10k by my birthday early next year. So with a bit of luck, we'll see how it goes. Need to get a couple of viral shorts in there to get anywhere close to that. Delta Force, Brazil, really play in Brazil. I know, but maybe that's why there's such interest in Brazil, as they're trying to maybe play into the whole Samba thing. I mean, whenever Brazil come to town, everyone wants to go and watch him. It's like a big draw, isn't it? They're like the Harlem Globetrotters, even though the team is less, it's not really that exciting anymore, Brazil, is it? They've kind of fallen off. Lisha, key is what you call a wool, Thanos. Hey, and a proud wool. I'll have you, you know. I never hide it. I'm a proud wool. This is why people... I don't understand why people come in. Usually Scousers, usually Evertonians as well. Evertonians come in, yeah, you wool. Shut up, you wool. Like I'm asked. Yes, I am. I'm originally from St. Helens, and I love it. It's rough, but it's a beautiful place if you look in the right places. Mainly the exits. Pup says, anytime I go to Ibrox, always stop by the burger van that is parked up next to the Walter Smith statue. Probably walk by a dozen vans, but that is the van for me. Really get anything in Ibrox. I've never been to a game at Ibrox. I've been around Ibrox, and I've walked on the pitch at Ibrox, but I've never actually been a game. Marian Jovanov. Hi, how's it going, Marian? Theon, what's the score? It's Wales 3, North Macedonia 1. This year, yeah, it's not an insult, just a fact. Well, I mean, look, some people think it's an insult. It's half time here anyway. Wales 3, North Macedonia 1. That has been a really, really good half of football. I'm surprised we didn't play any extra time. No added time at the end of the first half. Right. What are we saying? Get on the Republic of Ireland bandwagon for next summer. Right, let's do, why it's half time, let's continue with our Premier League game, right? This is a huge thing we've been doing now for the last couple of weeks, where we've started at A. It's basically the alphabet game, right? Or the letters game. Letters 11, we call it. So what I'm looking for is the best Premier League side we can possibly create. I need your help with this. We need the best possible Premier League side that we can create, starting with the letter. What are we up to? What letter are we up to? We've done this for all the letters thus far, and I think we're up to... Can anyone help me? Can any of the regulars help me? What letter are we up to? Alphabet 11 sounds better. All right, I know Alphabet 11 sounds... Okay, fine, we'll stick with Alphabet 11. Right, we are up to... I think we're up to S, aren't we? Yes, we are up to S. So that's where we're up to. We're playing the Alphabet 11, right? And the way you play this game is... I need the best Premier League 11 you can possibly create, and their surname all has to start with the letter S. S for snake. S for sugar. Right? So we need the letter S. Give me the best Premier League goalkeeper you can think of. The very best Premier League goalkeeper you can think of, starting with the letter S. Paul Hexham. Schmeichel. I think Paul's won straight away there. Lisha says Robert Sanchez. MC Sorensen. Blake, how the hell did you manage Q? Well, hang on. Before we carry on with S, we did all right on Q. However, there isn't actually a goalkeeper who's ever played in the Premier League with the surname starting Q. So it's impossible for us to complete some letters. That's what makes it so interesting. But Q, we still had Jarrell Kwanzaa. We had Frank Kadru, Ricardo Quaresma, Nigel Quasi, Niall Quinn. I can't remember. There was a few others, but we did all right. We did okay with Q. He started a half-decent team. But come on, so we've got Schmeichel in goal. Right back. Give me a right back. Cernicek, another good shout. Rob R180, David Seaman, a very good shout. Come on, let's do it. I don't think we're going to beat Schmeichel, are we? If we're being really honest, I don't think we're going to beat Schmeichel. There's a lot of good S goalkeepers. Cernicek, Sorensen, Seaman, of course. But I think if we're being dead honest, I think Schmeichel's probably the best goalkeeper we're ever going to get on S. Give me a right back. Give me a Premier League right back. The best one you can think of, surname starting S. Surname has to start with S. Now, just to clarify, because people do get this twisted, first name, not S. It can be S, but I'm not looking for first names. Come on, Key. I hate these capture things. I'm not looking for first names. I'm not looking for Steve whatever. Steve Finnan, right? Steve Finnan was a Premier League right back, but he wouldn't count for S. He would count for F. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds really obvious, but you'd be amazed how many divvies fly in the chat and say, oh, what about this player? No, S. Give me a Premier League right back starting with S. Kilo 1, good to see you, how's things? Delta Force, I told some one of my Newcastle mates to subscribe to you. They said no chance. Hey, that's fine. That's okay. We'll get him later. I'll persuade him later. MC Stephen Carr. Mick92, shite him, key lad. Steve Finnan, he went bankrupt yesterday. Or he's about to go bankrupt. I saw a news article about him. Stephen Carr. Stop with Stephen Carr. You're winding me up. Yeah, he's about to go bankrupt. He went into some failed housing scheme. I think he invested his money poorly after he retired. And he invested in housing with his brother. And now he's about to go bankrupt. It's very, very sad. He went down to the High Court yesterday and apparently had a big kerfuffle with the judge. But yeah, he's had to sell his Liverpool Champions League winners medal in Istanbul to try and raise money and raise funds, which is very, very sad. MC, Steve Finnan wasn't shite. He wasn't, no, I disagree. I think he was brilliant. Blake, Steve Finnan, start streaming, lad. I might contact him. Do you reckon I can get him on? Come on, Steve. If you're watching. Get on to Premier League, Dad. We'll make you some coin. Nelson Semedo's not bad. It's Luke says Saliba and Stam as centre-backs. Now, that is not bad. Saliba, Stam. Yeah, I think that's probably the best one. Right-backs. We need a right-back. Come on, we need to get one of these letters done before the end of the first half. Or before the end of half-time, rather. We need before the second half kicks off. So, I need the best Premier League right-back you can think of, surname starting R. S. Best Premier League right-back, surname starting S. Semedo is probably the best one we've got thus far. Any others? Bakary Sagna. A very good shout. Yeah, Bakary Sagna could work. Do we think Bakary Sagna is better than Nelson Semedo? Michel Salgado as well. Michel Salgado was a bit old by the time he arrived at Blackburn, but he was still some player, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay. We could be persuaded on that one. Salgado probably the best in terms of name and profile. Bakary Sagna was a good right back too. We've got a good couple of choices there. I think Stam is correct, and I think maybe John Stones actually. Is John Stones a better centre back than William Saliba, isn't he? If we're talking about Premier League legacy, we're going to say John Stones, aren't we, surely? John Stones, Jaap Stam. That feels like a very, very good centre-back pairing. And then we need a left-back. Give me a left-back. Give me a Premier League left-back. The best Premier League left-back, surname starting S. MC, Saka could play left-back. I think we might need Saka a bit further, although saying that we might struggle. I don't think we are going to get Saka in this team the way I've got it positioned anyway. Luke Shawberto Carlos. It might have to be Luke Shaw. Who else can we name? Steve Staunton. Hey, there's a rogue shout for left back. Any other S's? Jed Spence. Good shout, MT. And Davinson Sanchez as well. Even Ryan Sessegnon you could possibly pass as a left back, couldn't you? Spence, Sessegnon, Staunton, Luke Shaw. Who's the best? Who's the best? Silvino, Robber. Good shout, Rob. Blake, a lot of footy players go bankrupt after they earn their dosh. Poor use of funds. It's very true. Not got a lot of wise heads around them to guide them, have they? Alex, Sweden 0, Slovenia 0. Mikhail Silvestre. He was more of a centre-back, wasn't he, Silvestre? I know he did play left-back a little bit, but he was more of a centre-back. Come on, who would we say... I feel like Luke Shaw's a little bit of a cop-out, but we probably do have to put Luke Shaw, don't we, at left-back? I don't know. Well, listen, we'll confer. We'll confer on left back and right back because I feel like there's some good options there. Right, we now need our two wingers. Give me a right winger and a left winger. Right winger, left winger, starting with the letter S. Surname starting with the letter S. MC, why not Saka? He started there. Because he's not really a left back. You can't put Saka at left back. If you're going to put Saka anywhere, you're putting him right wing. But you're not putting him right wing because Paul Hexham is absolutely right. It's Mo Salah, surely. I don't think you're going to put anyone there. If it's Salah, it's got to be Salah on the right-hand side. So I would put Salah right-hand side, I agree. What about David Silva on the left? David Silva, left wing, maybe. Blake, I want Raheem Sterling on the left. That's a very good shout. And Lisha, my front three. Suarez, Shearer and Salah. Jesus Christ. I think the front three is definitely Suarez. Front two is Suarez and Shearer, isn't it? You're not going to get better than Suarez and Shearer. Salah and Saka. Maybe Saka goes left wing, but does he? Does he? Because that's playing him out of position. He's a right winger, isn't he? You're not going to put Saka left wing. Surely that's... I'd put David Silva there. And then in the middle of the park, what about Paul Scholes? Paul Scholes. Gary Speed, maybe. Teddy Sheringham. Someone said Gary Speed, though. I think he deserves a place. Gary Speed is a good shout for the middle of the park. I think Paul Scholes too. Robbie Savage. You can't put Robbie Savage in there. No dickheads allowed in this one. Alex, I love Torres. Yeah, you can't have Torres. Torres is it's got to start with surname's got to start with the letter S. Empty. Alexis Sanchez. How have we forgot about Alexis Sanchez? Oh, Lisha Gilberto Silva's not a bad shout. Bernardo Silva. Oh, see, I'd have to put Bernardo in there. Do you know what? That's killed it there. I think it Heung-min Son. Oh, we've got to get Son in there, haven't we? It's Salah on the right, Son on the left, Scholes. I'd go Scholes and Bernardo Silva through the middle. I'd go Scholes and Bernardo Silva, and then Suarez and Shearer up front. I don't think we're beating that. And then Schmeichel in goal, Stam and John Stones at centre back. You know, and then somehow we've wormed Luke Shaw. I think we know where the weakness is in this S team. Luke Shaw at left back, and maybe Bakary Sagna. Maybe, who knows, at right back. Blake Griffin, Bernardo Silva, surely. Gilberto Silva has to be at centre mid with Scholes. Gilberto was brilliant, but I think Bernardo Silva's better than Gilberto Silva. Bernardo Silva for me is one of the very, very best. David Silva. I think if you're going to put Scholes in there, it's difficult because it's so tough. Bernardo Silva or David Silva. It's just down to personal preference. For me, I would absolutely... Bernardo Silva might well be my favourite non-Liverpool player in the Premier League over the last... And I hate him. I hate him so much. I hate him. He's a proper shitbag, but I love him. He is absolutely... If I could have signed anyone for Liverpool over the last 10 years, it'd have been Bernardo Silva. The guy he's everything I wanted a Liverpool player. He's fantastic. But I hate him because he's not ours. David Silva was brilliant too, but he was a bit of a different type of player, wasn't he? He was a bit more cuter. Paul, David Silva, great playmaker all day long, and MC, David Silva has to be in the team. Well, listen, City fans would probably argue that it has to be David Silva, wouldn't they? They believe David Silva is their best ever player. Even now, even after all we've seen at Manchester City, David Silva their best ever player. But I love Bernardo Silva. It's difficult. Hey, listen, we can all create our own team, but I think with S... I think S is probably the easiest letter to do. Of all the letters we've done so far, S has definitely been the easiest. Schmeichel in goal, Stam and Stones at centre-back, Scholes and either Bernardo Silva, Gilberto Silva or David Silva, any of the Silvers, alongside Paul Scholes. We've got Saka or Salah on the right, Sterling, Heung-min Son or whoever on the left. Up front, Suarez, Shearer, Chris Sutton. Get Chris Sutton in at centre forward. You must be joking. Sutton over Suarez, better legacy in the Prem and partnered Shearer. No chance. No chance at all. Road to 99 and Mbappe. Why are people suggesting Lampard and Cristiano Ronaldo? It's got to, their surname has to start with the letter S. That's the game. That is the game. So it's not about just picking anyone higgledy-piggledy. Their surname has to start with the letter S. It's Luke says Sheringham over Sutton. See, if we had to pick a player like back in the day, I'd be going Sheringham with Shearer. He was brilliant, Teddy Sheringham. Empty, David Silva, any day of the week for me. And Delta Force, Dan Burn, left back in the dressing room. What do you mean? Dan Burn's been left back in the dressing room. What are you on about? Empty, next letter, please. Well, we're about to kick off the second half, so we won't do another letter. Maybe we'll do another one in the second half if it's getting a bit boring. Hey, I've just seen the big cowboy hat. Cheers for the gift, Paul. Thank you. It's so weird. I glance up at the camera and go, oh Jesus. So yeah, we'll do the next letter maybe in the second half, maybe on tomorrow's live. Or whenever. We'll do the next letter. But we're up to now T. So get thinking about letter T. The best Premier League players you can think of starting with the letter T. Don't put them in the chat. Don't be a divvy. Don't jump ahead. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't peak too soon. Like your dad. Hey. Don't peak too soon. And we'll start with the letter T on the next one. Jack, one more round. I've just joined. Jack, I'm so sorry, mate. We've just had a really good game with the letter S, but we're going to do T. We'll do T tomorrow, and then maybe, I don't know, we might revisit them all. I'm going to publish them on YouTube. I'm going to do the lives where we've done the alphabet game, and we'll go through A to Z with all the suggestions and stuff. Hopefully one day we can actually complete all the other letters, Q and whatever, because there's some you're never going to get a goalkeeper who's got the letter Q. If Shelvey and Spearing wasn't the midfield pairing, something is wrong. Good to see you, mate. Right, where are we up to? Second half kicked off, and we are on. Come on, Key. 14. There you go. We're up to it. We're all synced up. We're all synced up again. MT, did you see Ryerson's haircut in the Norway-Italy game? I haven't. No. What was it? What was it like? And Mad Pup Philip Clement now at Norwich City. Poor Norwich. Yeah, that's not good, is it? It's an odd choice, that. Thoughts on Trent getting booed because he left for 10 million? No, he didn't get booed because he left for 10 million. What we saying? The one and only Terry. MC Sutton was the top player in his day and better suited to a 4-4-2 than Suarez. I could be swayed on that. Liverpool for life. What's the score? The score is Wales 3, North Macedonia 1. And empty. It was painted football with patches. What are we saying? Timbo, Gabriel out for a month or so for Arsenal. How will they score now? Well, apparently it's up to 2 months. They're still doing the checks and the whatever. They're still doing all that stuff. But apparently it's up to 2 months for Gabriel. 2 months he's going to be out. I really do think that could derail the title race for Arsenal. I really do. I still don't think Liverpool win it, by the way, but I think my personal belief has been always that City will win it this year. Blake, opinions on Stuart Downing? I didn't like him at Liverpool. And do you know what? It's a shame because I think the thought process was right. When Kenny Dalglish signed Andy Carroll and he got Stuart Downing in, and it was like, do you know what? We've got a big centre forward. We've got Andy Carroll, we've got Luis Suarez, little and large partnership. And we've got a player now in Stuart Downing who can put balls into the box. Stuart Downing, I think, at one point had the best cross accuracy and the most assists from crosses and all that in Europe or something when he was at Villa. He was an unbelievable player at Villa, but he just didn't get it. Didn't work with us. He wasn't enough of a threat, and he was kind of penned back a lot. He ended up being really good as like a defensive winger. He was good defensively, but he wasn't. It wasn't the right signing for us. It's a shame. Because I actually think he was alright. He seemed like an alright lad around the dressing room and stuff from what people said. And he worked hard. He was just not a very good player for us. But evidently a very good player at Villa and at Borough. Liverpool for life. It's my birthday tomorrow. Many happy returns, mate. Happy birthday. MT, his hair was white and the patches black and brown inside. Nice. Do you remember, when was it? Was it 90? It was the 98 World Cup, wasn't it? When Romania, the entire Romania side all came out and they'd all shaved their head but dyed their hair blonde. Like bleach blonde. So their hair was all like white and yellow. But they were all shaved. Mad. MC, Stuart Downing had 0 highlights at Liverpool. Just didn't happen for him. Agreed. Yeah, that's fair. And Malone, Aiden, Seamus Coleman for the Ballon d'Or. 60 grand Seamus Coleman. Stephen King, alright Key, I've played football with Stu, went to the same school as him. Really? Oh, hey, nice. It's odd. It's odd that you came into the chat just as we were talking about Borough. Just as we referenced Borough. Here you go. We started talking about Stuart Downing. Hope you're well, mate. You too, buddy. Yeah, good to see you, man. How are you feeling about your new manager, by the way? I was hoping you'd come into the live and we'd be able to have a chat. Obviously, we don't need to talk about the whole Rob Edwards thing. Don't need to discuss that because I know it's a sore point. But in terms of your new manager, how are you feeling? Because he was very close to going to Swansea, wasn't he? Kim Hellberg. Very, very close to joining Swansea City. And, yeah, Borough have come in, swooped in, and taken him. He's the manager of Hammarby in the Allsvenskan, the Swedish Allsvenskan. And he's very highly thought of. He's only 37, but apparently very, very highly thought of. And, yeah, Swansea were so close to appointing him, and Borough have swooped in. Timbo, is Seamus Coleman the only player to end up earning more per week than his transfer fee? Hey, probably. That's a bloody good question, actually. If you exclude frees. Yeah, if you exclude frees, because technically they all are, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. Yeah, maybe so. MC, Troy Parrott, Nathan Collins and Kelleher, Ballon d'Or top 3, 2026. Right, North Macedonia are taking the game to Wales now. Early second half, they've come out and they've really got to go to town here if they're going to get 2 goals back and try and get back into this game. Blake says Wales don't sit back now. This is it. Honestly, they can't. They've got to try and push out as much as they can. I know they've got that 2-goal cushion. That's a really good tackle. That was wonderful. Is that Harry Wilson? Is that Harry Wilson in the right back position? Oh, that's brilliant play. Oh, and Wales give it away. This is shocking. You can't give it away like that. Big chance. North Macedonia. Hit it. Oh, good block. And again, Harry Wilson picks it up. He's such an instrumental player for Wales. Oh, and Dan James now giving it away. And now Wales on the counter-attack. It's like a basketball game, this one. Hit it. Ah, what are you doing? Hit it again. Big save. It's going to be a corner. Who was that? Brennan Johnson. And Stolar Dimitrievski again with a huge... It was David Brooks. It wasn't Brennan Johnson. Again, you can see where I went wrong. Easily confused, those two. Delta Force, what do you think? Nissan being voted in the top 5 flops this season. He's not even played. Voltemada was voted 3rd out of top 5 flops by ESPN. Nissan. What do you think about Nissan being voted in the top 5 flops? Nissan? As in the car manufacturer? I don't know. It feels a bit harsh for them to be in the top 5 Premier League flops this season. The Nissan Micra, followed by Voltemada. Stephen King, I've been in half hour. I'm happy about the new manager. Would rather someone who hasn't been around the block, so it's exciting. Potential is unknown. I'm all good too, thanks, Kate. I'm glad to hear it, mate. What was I going to say? Yes, I agree with that. Sometimes the unknown is better, isn't it? Because you can kind of say, well, we could easily have the next Pep Guardiola here, couldn't we? We could have an absolute wonder kid of a manager. And maybe he'll only be at Borough for 18 months. Because, Real Madrid will come and swoop to replace Xabi Alonso. And he might bring this really experimental, cool style of play and get the best out of the players. You never know. Mark Vrem, what's the dog doing? What's the dog doing? That's a Carl Pilkington quote, isn't it? I think he means Wisser. Oh, do you know what? I was thinking to myself, who could he mean? Yeah, it probably is Wisser, isn't it? Sorry, Wisser. What do you think? It said Nissan, though. I swear to God, it said on YouTube, Nissan. I'm not just being like a facetious dick. I promise you, it was Nissan. But yeah, Johan Wisser. What do I think to Johan Wisser being voted top 5 flops? Yeah, it's tough to call him that because again, he's not played. It's the same with Isak. Like Isak's only started he's only played 90 minutes once, I think. I don't even think he's played 90 minutes once, has he? He started like 2 games for us, and it's the same with Wisser. It's tough really to blame Wisser for that, and the same with Isak. They've not really had full pre-seasons because of the path that they took. They tried to get out of the clubs that they were at through hook or by crook. They wanted to get out, and they've, as a result, not really had a pre-season. So they've come into the season a lot less prepared than the managers would like them to be, and as a result, they've picked up a couple of knocks, haven't they? So Wisser, Isak, I don't think you'd vote them in the top 5 flops. But if I tell you what, here we go. Let's do a revised list then. That's a bet. Let's do that. The revised list of Premier League flops from this summer, but they have to have played. Like let's get a reasonable. They have to have actually played the game. They've got to have played a little bit. Like you can't have Isak, you can't have Wisser because that's just ridiculous. Therefore, I wouldn't have Voltemada either. You can't have Voltemada. He's been absolutely brilliant when he's played. So there's no way you're including him. So who would you have as the biggest flops of the Premier League this summer? Who were the biggest flop signings based on them actually playing games of football, though? Can I tell you who I'd have? I don't know why I'm asking that, because I'm going to. It's Luke says Hermanson. Hermanson's not bad. Jimmy P. Comedy, Florian Wirtz. I think Florian Wirtz is probably fair. Oh, Paul Hexam, Terminator. Whoa, look at that. Cheers, Paul. Florian Wirtz is probably fair in the sense of he's underwhelmed. So I don't necessarily think he is the biggest flop, because I still think he's contributed. But I would agree he's probably in the top 5, let's say. 71. Xavi Simons is a better shout. Yes, Jimmy P. Comedy. I would say Xavi Simons is a much bigger shout than Wirtz. At least Wirtz has played well in patches for Liverpool. I don't think Wirtz has actually ever really had like a properly bad game for us. I thought he was the best player for us against Man City. Which I know... Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Wales! This is absolutely incredible from Dan James. Oh, we talked about the wonder goal that Brennan Johnson's just scored. And that is absolutely incredible team goal. It's 4-1 Wales. This is unbelievable stuff. When I say, if you don't get the chance to watch this back, please do. Please find a way to watch this goal. It's mesmerising stuff. It's sensational. It's a wonderful counter-attacking goal, but it's just nice, neat, interchanging stuff. It's two-touch stuff. It's one-touch stuff at the end. What a flick that is from Harry Wilson and Dan James with a wonderful finish in the bottom corner. But it's all link-up play between the front three. Brooks into Wilson, into James. Lovely little flick, and what a finish that is. Harry Wilson has been instrumental tonight, and it's Wales looking like they're heading into the playoffs. Craig Bellamy's elated with that. That's fantastic stuff. Great goal. Great goal. Fully deserved as well, has to be said. Stephen King, totally agree. I would rather the unknown than the rubbish managers that were available. Just watching you, waiting for my Chinese. What have you got from the Chinese? I'm not a massive fan of the Chinese. Not the people or the race. Just to clarify, food, Chinese food. Again, you might look at me and think, you're telling some porky pies there, Key. I promise you, I'm not really a fan of Chinese food, but I'm intrigued by what you've ordered. Because I've not had tea yet, I'm saying not had tea yet. It's 9 o'clock, I'm probably not going to have tea tonight. I'll go to bed on an empty tummy. But I'd love to know what you've ordered from the Chinese. Stephen King, Coventry Tuesday, so not sure if he will be manager by then, or maybe if the assistant manager's still in charge. Stephen, you've done a bet, mate. Odds will have been rubbish for this match, was it? It was pretty poor for Wales or draw, which is my usual go-to. I usually do Wales or draw and over a goal in the game. But I think I did over 2.5 and Wales or draw, and we've comfortably done that, so it should be fine now. That one's come up. Blake Griffin, Sesko's been an eyesore. Paul Hexam, Kirkes, Defo, dodgy at best. Timbo, not a massive fan of the Chinese. The fact you said the Chinese makes it so much worse. I know. The Chinese. Oh, okay, what have you done? What have you done? The Chinese. A great bunch of lads. Stephen King says, special oyster sauce, egg fried rice, battered chicken balls, prawn crackers, sweet and sour dip, and two cans of Coke. Special oyster sauce. Oh. Well, I'll tell you something, mate. If I was going to order from the Chinese, and to be honest, as a general rule, it wouldn't bother me if I didn't eat Chinese food again in my entire life. My missus likes it. I don't. I'm an Indian type of guy. Wales with a chance. Yeah, I'm an Indian type. I like a curry. I'm not really a Chinese type of guy, but my missus likes it. So if she's like, oh, I want to get it, fine. I'll get something like an egg foo young, which is basically just an omelette, isn't it? Or a chicken foo young. You can't get egg foo young. It is egg in it. So I get chicken foo young with bean sprouts, which is basically just chicken, egg, and bean sprouts. It's not really Chinese food. Maybe I'll have a chicken fried rice and an absolute push with some prawn crackers, but that's like if I'm really pushing the boat out. But it all makes you feel dead greasy, doesn't it? I can't be doing with it. Belgium 7, Liechtenstein 0. Chris, how's it going, Chris? Good to see you, mate. What we saying? Liverpool for life now. If you think that was good, should have seen the Scotland goal. A Scouser who supports Liverpool. Wow, I'm not Scouse. I'm not a Scouser. You might think you got to get the accents right. I'm not Scouse. I'm just outside Liverpool. Mad Pup says, and when I say just outside, I don't mean like Stoke. I mean literally just that. I was born with an L postcode, so I'm in Liverpool technically where I was born, but I'm from just outside. Stephen King, it's pork, chicken, beef, king prawn with veg in oyster sauce. Oof. Pork, chicken, like a mixed grill, that, in an oyster sauce. Is it a fishy sauce, then? Oyster sauce? I don't even know what that would taste like. I mean, I assume it's like a fish sauce, but... Oh, no. Oh, this is brilliant again from Wales. Mad Pup, I hear you're a racist now, Key. I hear you're a racist now, father. Are we all going to be racist? That's the official line on the church. I don't know if I'll be able to devote myself full time to the old racism. Mad Pup says Denmark penalty. Denmark penalty. Blake, it's too late to retract the statement. I've got to do a Chinese game to compensate at some point. Cheers, Paul. Thank you very much, sir. What a guy. And Lisha says, oh, what are we doing? Sorry. Denmark penalty. Robertson's a liability. Blake, are you a fan of the Indians? The Indians. Love the Indians, yes. But not a fan of the Chinese. Rasmus Højlund with a goal. 1-1. Scotland pegged back by... Shouldn't really be talking about pegged on alive either. Christ. Scotland pegged back by the Danes. What we say, Timbo Key, the top 5 flops in no particular order is Simons, Wirtz, Hermansen, Kirkes, Elanga. I'm not having Kirkes. I'll accept Wirtz based off the fact that he's maybe been a little bit underwhelming, but I don't accept, given the price tag, I mean, but I don't accept Kirkes. I think Kirkes has been alright. He's been quite good in some games. But Elanga, yeah, Elanga, Hermansen, Simons, yes, I would agree with that. 71, not got prawn or chicken balls. No, see, chicken balls, they're the ones with like the heavy batter, aren't they? They're dead greasy. Yeah, dead greasy. Stephen King, if I was Chinese, I would be called... What? I can't say that. I can't say that, Stephen. Delta Force, when you said Nissan, I nearly spat my drink out. And Stephen, doesn't taste fishy, but it's meant to be a fish-type sauce. Well, that's not very good then, is it? If you're getting an oyster sauce and it's meant to be fishy, but it's not actually fishy. Is there actually fish in it? Is there actually oysters in it? I don't know. I'd be intrigued to find out. MC with you 100%. Indian or Italian over the Chinese. The food, I mean. You can't be pouring Indian and Italian food over the Chinese. That's not very nice. Blake says Scots won't appreciate the pegging stuff either. Diplomatic nightmare tonight, mate. I know. We'll have... We'll have all sorts. Christ, the complaints will be through the roof here. Broadhead's just come on for Wales, and Sorba Thomas as well coming on. Timbo Kirkes has literally been dropped for the man he was signed to replace. He's not been dropped. He's not been dropped. He's been brought in, and we always said he should have been phased in. There's no way we should be just throwing him straight in. Sweden 0, Slovenia 1. Oh, the Swedes. It couldn't get worse for the Swedes. Okay, it can. To quote Mick McCarthy, it can. Elsnick with the goal. Another household name. Timbo can't beat a chow mein from the Chinese. That's what my missus likes, that. Chow mein. It's like noodles in it, I think, or... I don't know. Again, either way, it smells minging. Not my thing. Stephen King, oyster extract, I think. I like Indian food better too. Yeah, Indian food all the way for me. Jimmy, Scotland need to win this. They do, yeah. Good pen by Højlund and D. Nichols. That was never a pen for Denmark. We'll have to see. I've not seen the Scotland game at all. I've been watching Wales 4, North Macedonia 1. It's been an unbelievable game. And empty, do you not fear our Chinese overlords? They're everywhere. Oh my goodness me, what have I just... You can't be saying that. Spain 2, Turkey 2. Stephen King, I normally get special chow mein. Special chow mein. Special chow mein. Again, yeah, it's not my thing. And yes, no, I don't fear China. China Crisis was a fabulous song. Fabulous group, rather. And China Boy by, is it China Boy? China Girl, David Bowie. And I don't mind the Chinese. They're a great bunch of lads. As Father Ted said. Reese Key prefers Indian over Chinese. I need to have a word with HR. Jesus Christ, what's your problem with the Chinese? I haven't got a problem with the Chinese. I feel like Father Ted at this point. Oh, sweet Lord. Blake, thoughts on the upcoming Chinese talents? Don't start me on that. Don't start. And Reese, poor choice of words, Key. I prefer Indian over Chinese and it smells minging. Imagine if you did have a mix of Indian and Chinese. The food, again, a mix of the two. Like a curry. Well, Chinese curry's nice, isn't it? Chinese curry's quite nice. It's alright. Stephen, what takeaway would you order, Key? I would love red card. Rasmus Christensen for Denmark, says Pup. And MT, I also like them when on holiday. Oh, no. Stephen, so Key hates Chinese people and women's football. Allegedly. Very much alleged. It's not been proven. I'll plead the fifth, Your Honour. Yeah, if I was ordering a takeaway, I'd go Indian, and it would be... I like a Madras. I don't want it, like, I've had Vindaloos, but Vindaloos are just, they blow your head off, don't they? Like fowls as well. Have you ever had a fowl? Oh, a lamb fowl. You feel it for days. Just talk about Johnny Cash. Oh, it's bad. Bad news. Blake, I'm really getting into Mexican food lately. I don't mind a burrito, but only if it's got to be done well. It's got to be like, because sometimes you go to burrito places and they're a little bit overly carby. MC Homs to the biggest communist party in the world, and in my opinion, the best. Kato! Where will he pop up from next? Timbo, Key's most hated person is a Chinese woman. Shut up. You're going to start a rumour, for the love of God. Stephen King, lamb doppiaza, lamb korma, garlic naan, mint yogurt, garlic naan. Hang on a minute. Lamb doppiaza, lamb korma. That's 2 curries. You can't have 2. Well, I mean, you can, I guess. But why would you? 2 lamb... What is a doppiaza? Isn't a doppiaza like doppiaza? Isn't that like sweet and sour? And lamb korma. See, lamb korma, that's far too mild. That's like a... Yeah, no, I can't have a korma. Korma's not even a curry, in my opinion. Not that I'm into the whole, you've got to go as hot as possible, otherwise you're not a man. I wouldn't go that far. But, yeah, korma doesn't do an awful lot for me. I don't mind a nice butter chicken. Partial to a nice butter chicken. Timbo, I love a quesadilla, top tier if done right. And it's Luke says, terrible decision for that Denmark red. Was it a straight red as well? MT, North Korean food is the best. My sister-in-law's been to South Korea and she said she likes the food there, but I don't know about North Korean cuisine. I don't know if that's any... I assume it's different. I imagine it is. I'm not, certainly not downplaying North Korean cuisine in direct relation to South Korean cuisine, because I can't say I'm awfully au fait with either. Second yellow. MC, of course, there are no Maoris on Key's channel. I know, absolute DNI nightmare this, isn't it? Timbo, I go for a jalfrezi from an Indian. It's a bit lumpy, a jalfrezi, isn't it? That's my problem with the jalfrezi. Same with the Rogan Josh, maybe I don't mind. But it always feels like jalfrezis have got like the quite heavy on the like peppers and onions. Depends, I guess, where you go. Delta Force, I just stick to an English. Fish and chips. Oh, no. Absolutely not. Fish and chips are... Again, you've got to go to a really good chippy to get fish and chips. To be honest, in Liverpool, most of the chippies in Liverpool are Chinese chippies. So, like, when you go for a chippy, you get a Chinese a lot of the time around here. Blake, paneer, tikka, madras, and a gulab jamun. You're having me on. I've never even heard of that. A gulab jamun. What's a gulab jamun? You're having me on. That's not a thing. You've made that up. You've made that up so I pronounce it, and now all the furniture in my room's going to start floating because it's some sort of curse. Do I have to say it 3 times in the mirror? MT, North Korean is the best, but you can almost only get... Oh, Belgium frietcot is way better than fish and chips. Can't say no Belgian frietcot either. Liam wasn't a second yellow, but they'll take it. And Timbo says, I don't think North Korea have cuisine. That's a potential VAR check on that one, Timbo. Alicia Key is loving this, is his topic. Well, it is with Indian. I can, you know, I'm pretty comfortable with Indian menus, believe it or not. But yeah, I've never heard of a gulab jamun. It's a dessert. A gulab jamun. I'm going to have to see what it is. Is it like a banana fritter? Something like that. Oh, nearly 5-1. Let's have a look at this. A gulab jamun. Right, what is it? A sweet confectionery dessert. It's a popular sweet confectionery and dessert from the Indian subcontinent, consisting of soft, deep-fried dough balls that are soaked in a rose-flavoured sugar syrup. Rose-flavoured. Traditionally, gulab jamun is made from koya. Modern recipes often use dried or powdered milk instead, mixed with a small amount of flour. Okay. Yeah, and the name gulab jamun comes from the Persian gul, which means rose, and ab, which means water. The water being the syrup. Jamun is the Hindi word for a black plum, because it looks like a black plum. There you go, we taught you something. Apparently it looks like a black plum, so they call it a jamun. And gul means rose in Persian. So you've taught me something, and I've taught you something back. It's all good. It's Luke says, Wales game is done, Key, get Scotland on. I can't do that. I can't change. Because you know what? It might not happen very often, but someone will come in the live at some point in the last 15, 20 minutes to see, Key's on. I'll see what the Wales game's like. And if I turn it on and I've got Scotland on, I'm letting the side down. Because I've promised people a Wales stream. And we've talked about everything from Alexander the Great tonight to Gulab Jamun. We've done Alan Partridge impressions, Harry Enfield impressions, and we're now talking about whether or not I like North Korean cuisine. Timbo, mushroom pilau rice is the best. Peshwari naan is the best naan. I will not be swayed. Can't say I've had either. A Peshwari naan, is that the one with mince? No, that's keema, isn't it? That's keema. MC, ever had Supermax? What's a Supermax? It's Luke says, you've done a Wales stream, they've walked it. I know they've walked it, there's still 15 minutes left yet. I can't in good conscience turn on Scotland. We've promised a Wales stream, we're going to do the Wales stream. Stephen King, would you like to try the Borough Parmo? I thought York, isn't York, or is it Hull? I think Hull is the Parmo. I mean, I'm guessing Borough is known for Parmo too, but anywhere kind of along that northeast coast, Hull and Borough. Oh, what a goal again! It's Harry Wilson. He has been sensational tonight. It's 5-1, and you was telling me to turn this game off. Not a chance. Harry Wilson, 5-1 for Wales. What a free kick. He was always good at free kicks, Harry Wilson. I remember him scoring an absolute worldie for Derby County against Man United at Old Trafford. He's always been brilliant at him, and he's just whipped it into the top corner there. Dimitrevski, no chance. Right in the top corner. Top bins, keeper no chance. 5-1 Wales, and they have cruised into the World Cup playoffs. Timbo, Peshwari is the sweet one, and Blake, Harry Wilson, man of the match, surely. Oh, definitely. MC, Supermax is an Irish fast food chain. McDonald's style, but better quality. Quite good for fast food. No, I can't say I've done that, to be honest. To be honest, I've only been to Ireland once. Yeah, so I've never had the chance to sample Supermax. I've heard of Moira's, though. Is Moira's a real thing? I was going to do the impression, but I can't do it. I'm not going to do the Moira's impression. Timbo Bellamy said in a recent interview he's annoyed that Wales never turned their dominance into 5, 6, 7 goals, and then the very next game, there you go. Yeah, 5 games. They've been absolutely brilliant tonight, Wales, and I think the only disappointment from Bellamy is the fact that they concede that goal, and for a little moment in the first half, it looked like maybe Macedonia would get back into it and make it a lot more uncomfortable for Wales than perhaps it should be. The crazy thing is that you know, this is a North Macedonia side who, by the way, They're no slouches in defence. When it comes to defence, they've conceded 3 goals in the entire qualifying round, right? They've done 8 games, they've only conceded 3 goals, and then Wales have just smashed 5 past them tonight. And there's still 15 minutes to go. So Wales have played incredibly well. Harry Wilson has been terrific. Absolutely terrific. Like, I always thought there was a better player in there than the one we saw at Bournemouth. And, you know, I know he's at Fulham now, but I feel like he can still go up a level, Harry Wilson. He's so good. Do the Irish accent. Hello, hello, hello. 2 fish stoppers. Timbo, have you ever heard of a spice bag, Key? It's not a bag of drugs, by the way. Yeah, that's immediately where my mind went to. Can't say I've ever had spice. Go on, it's not what is it? A spice bag, what's a spice bag? Don't do the Irish accent, please. Too late. And 2 large Ben & Jerry ice creams. Stephen King says, Borough is the first place. All takeaways and restaurants sell Parmo here. Do they really? I mean, my understanding of Parmo is that it's just like a breaded chicken breast with like cheese on top. Is it that? Like a melted cheese chicken breast? Generally, when you go to places and it's like, try the local thing, it's always crap. It's always crap. Whatever the local thing is, don't take it. Don't touch it. It's absolutely dreadful wherever you go. If it stayed local, it stayed local for a reason. That and the reason I say that is because when I went to Porto and they gave me that Francesinha, oh, it was so bad. The Francesinha is like it's the dish of Porto. It's what all the dock workers had in Porto, the Francesinha, and it's minging. It's absolutely vile. Reece, some free kick from Wilson. It was great. Yeah, it was a really good goal. He's been brilliant all night. Everything, one-touch stuff, the assist for Dan James's goal. He's just been terrific. He's been at the heart of everything good that Wales have done. Timbo, spice bag is just a bag of salt and chilli chips and chicken, but it's massive in Ireland. Harry Wilson, that's going to be a penalty, and it is. It's going to be 6 here. Harry Wilson on the ball, skipping and dancing inside. And it's a penalty, and it's a clear penalty. A penalty all day, that one. And it's about to be 6. It's about to be 6. Come on, Wales. It was Brennan Johnson, gets into the box. He pulls it back to Wilson. Wilson steps inside, and it's it's clumsy, that. It's the captain as well. It's the captain of North Macedonia. It's the silliest tackle. MC, ever tried a snack box? Go on, what's a snack box? What is Wales? The most Wales have scored in a game. The record win is Wales 11, Ireland 0. And that was in March of 1888. So just a little smidge before any of us were around. Reece, why has the Macedonia captain gone down injured? Chance! It's there. It's Harry Wilson again, and it's 6. And it's a Harry Wilson hat-trick. And it's fully deserved. What an absolutely unbelievable performance from the lad. He has been terrific tonight. Everything good. He got the first penalty, stuck it away. He got the second penalty, stuck that one away just. And he's basically rounded off the night. Plus, he got another goal for himself, the free kick. And he got the assist for Dan James too. So, all in all, 6 goals for Wales. 4 of them basically created by Harry Wilson. Key is a snack box. Jimmy, ever tried a... Hey. Come on, Jimmy. I know it's Jimmy P comedy. Let's keep it PG. Let's have nothing blue. Nothing offensive, nothing blue on the old Wales stream. Timbo, 1888, Keith's childhood, that. I remember the heady days. The pre-Titanic days. MC, deep fried chicken leg and thigh with chips. Very greasy, to be honest. And Blake, you haven't had a good Francesinha. The meat and cheese with tomato, just exquisite. It's not tomato. It was, it's ham, innit? It's a ham and cheese toasty, basically, with like a tomatoey gravy. It was horrible. And maybe it is. I'll accept that. Maybe I've just had a bad Francesinha. And maybe I shouldn't do it down. But I went to what I thought was a very well-established place in Porto. And I got the Francesinha. That is pretty dreadful. What we saying? Stephen King, yes, and bechamel sauce on the Parmo. It's amazing. Daz, do you think England could meet Wales in the World Cup group or no? Well, Wales still has to qualify. I mean, look, they get to the playoffs here with this win. It's a big old win for them. Not just in terms of scoreline, but a very important one. Gets them second in the group. And, so they're going to have to... They're going to have to get past someone. We don't know who it's going to be just yet. Delta Force, Newcastle Man City thoughts. Newcastle channel fancy a Newcastle win. I don't know why. It's going to be a great game, that one. I'm doing that game on the weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. But I think that, I fancy Newcastle to get something, but I'm not sure if they get a win. Newcastle haven't been playing very well. But maybe they can pinch a point. Do you know what? No, I think the way Haaland's playing, I can't see anything other than a City win. It's tough going to St James's Park. It's a tough place, but City are in great form. Newcastle aren't really in great form. That might be what matters at the end of the day. Dylan Barton, what's your thoughts on Anfield agenda? I haven't really got any thoughts on Anfield agenda. I don't watch him. And it's not really anything to do with how I feel about him. I just don't watch any Liverpool fan channels. There's none of them that really resonate with me, which is kind of one of the reasons why I created this. I didn't think any of them were particularly... Not that I didn't think any of them are good. That's not quite true. There's some really, really good work done by the Red Men and the Anfield Rap guys and stuff like that. And you know, I just don't really watch a lot of Liverpool football content creators. I didn't feel like they represented my views. So that was part of the reason I created this place. Dylan, is that the Stephen King in the comment here? It is. This is where he told us he writes all his best films and his best stories. Ronnie Dodge, 2-1 Scotland. Scotland go back in front. Davis has just come on for Wales. MC, do you like pizza? I don't mind it. But again, I can take or leave pizza. Romania 6, San Marino 1. And Reece, you should try steak pie, mash and liqueur. See, pie mash is something I really do want to try. When I go back down to London at some point. I don't go back down to London. I used to be there all the time when I was doing sales and stuff. But now, if I can avoid going to London, I avoid going to London. Stab City. So yeah, I avoid it. So next time I said I was going to go down, I'm going to have a pie and mash because I've never had it before. Timbo, is McTominay genuinely one of Scotland's best ever players? No, you're not having Scott McTominay is one of his best ever. No chance. Loads of better players for Scotland than McTominay. Kenny Dalglish, Graham Souness. That's just Liverpool players. Loads of great players for Scotland. Archie Gemmell. But yeah, I mean, Scott McTominay is very good though. Even, do you know what? Lambert. People forget about Lambert. He was brilliant. Won a European Cup, Lambert as well, Paul Lambert. The Griff Jones, Wilson with the hat-trick. I love it. He was unbelievable. MC, don't represent your views on Canate specifically. Well, a little bit on Canate. Although saying that, actually, I watched the Redmen TV earlier today with Ian Young, who comes in our chat quite frequently. Ian, if you're watching, great guy, Ian, really lovely fella. He goes on the Anfield Rap, he goes on the Redmen TV a lot as a guest on there and stuff. He comes on here quite a lot as well. Ian, lovely fella. And he was talking about how he didn't think Canate was at fault really for the Haaland goal. Can't really blame Canate for that. And I agree. Just unlucky. You can't really blame him because Haaland, I don't think any centre-back in football is stopping Haaland at the minute. Timbo, have they performed better for Scotland, though? I'm not on about their careers. Well, I mean, if we're talking about playing, how they've performed for Scotland, there's been some really good, like, players who've played well for Scotland, but maybe haven't done it as a, like, had the opposite type of career. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's been players who've done really well at international level, but kind of struggled at club level. Probably loads like that. I think like Craig Burley. Craig Burley's another one. He seemed to do quite well whenever he played for Scotland. Sweden have just equalised. Lundgren with the goal. And Denmark have equalised against Scotland too. Oh, the Scots are throwing it away. Timbo. We've done that one, sorry. MC, Londoners, Chinese, English fans, the Irish. Who next? All of them. Bazza, Ian Rush, how good was he? Yeah, different class. But he wasn't Scottish, of course. Although he was Wales, so we can talk about that. It's 4-7! Who is it? Who's got this one? Is it Brooks? Who's got it? Might be Broadhead. Or is it Davis? I don't know who's got the final touch here, but it's 7. It's Wales 7. Wales 7, North Macedonia 1. Jimmy P comedy, they're so bad at the back. Who? Are we on about North Macedonia or Scotland? It's a great finish from Broadhead, actually. It's a really good goal, this. It's a corner whipped in. It's headed towards goal. I think it's going in anyway. But Broadhead right in front of the keeper just sticks his foot out. Davis with the header. Broadhead with the final touch. Wales 7. North Macedonia 1. Blake, that's it. I want to see Bellamy on a Premier League bench in the next 5 years. I think, that's entirely plausible, you know. I think we could see that. I think he's a little bit Roy Keane, though, isn't he, Bellamy? Like, I think he's all passion. But I feel like there's something about Craig Bellamy that I don't feel like if he had a bad owner. Like, there's no diplomacy about him, is there? There's no, like... Can you imagine Craig Bellamy working for Marinakis? He'd be sacked within the week. They'd just butt heads. It'd just butt heads. Ben, so Wales will have a playoff spot. They will, yes. Wales will absolutely have a playoff spot. I can't put into words just how huge it is, by the way, that they've put 7 past a North Macedonia side who have only conceded 3 goals in the whole of the qualifying. So this is no bad defence, North Macedonia. It really isn't. They've played pretty dreadful tonight defensively, but I think you've got to give credit to Wales. Credit where it's due. 2 of the goals have been penalties. One of the goals was on fabulous free kick. Another one of the goals I don't think they'd have stopped. The Dan James one was just a great team goal. Ben, that Risa incident was very strange behaviour. Oh yeah, it was. But do you know what? In the end, that was just 2 players. They were pissed. They were pissed in the hotel. I've heard the explanation from Bellamy on that. Because what happened was Risa messed up in training. There you go, it's full time. Risa messed up in training and he was supposed to sing a song at the team training thing. And Bellamy was like, right, go on, it's your go. And he said, no, I'm not singing it. I'm not singing it. So in the end, Bellamy got all arsey with him. And when he was asleep in bed, Bellamy had been up drinking with Steve Finnan, I think. We've already talked about Steve Finnan tonight. That brings it full circle. Bellamy went in and wrapped a golf club round his legs while he was in bed. Which is, again, a bit mad. Timbo, better for players not to have to be with Bellamy for more than 2 weeks at a time. Yeah. But obviously he's doing very well with Wales. Harry Wilson gets the match ball, which is absolutely appropriate. He's been terrific tonight. And yeah, we are back. I've not got a game tomorrow. We've not got anything on tomorrow because honestly, Wednesday, the last Wednesday in the international break, I promise you, can't find a game for love nor money unless it's the Women's Champions League. There is the Women's Champions League on tomorrow, which I will not be doing. But Thursday, we are back for Stockport County away at Peterborough United in League One. League One. Peterborough against Stockport. Massive game, that one. Looking forward to that one. So we'll be doing that one on Thursday. And then Friday night. Who have we got Friday? Help me out, Key. Who have we got Friday? Peterborough. And on Friday we have got... come on. Oh, Preston. Preston against Blackburn in the Championship, the Lancashire Derby on Friday. So it's going to be a massive game on Friday. So make sure, if you haven't already, if you're watching along, please do us a favour. It massively helps me. Make sure you click up here on TikTok. Give us a follow. Make sure you get over to YouTube. Keith Thomas, Premier League Dad. Get on Twitter as well. X. I'm tweeting every day into the void. Get onto X, Premier League Dad, Keith Thomas. It takes 2 seconds on your phone. Give us a like. Give us a follow. I'll follow you back. Whatever. It's all good. And I am live again later this week for Peterborough United v Stockport and then Preston against Blackburn ahead of a massive Premier League weekend. Great night tonight. Really enjoyed it. Blake, quality stream tonight, Key. Great chat, great game. Loved it. Yeah, it was a good laugh, wasn't it? Au revoir, Key. Hopefully you don't have to deal with any Chinese between now and when I next see you. Yeah, I won't be getting a Chinese on the way home. Right. Take it easy, everyone. Have a nice night. I'll see you Thursday. Take it easy.